Hi, welcome to Innocent Girl episode 8. So I had to censor quite a bit of stuff from the last episode, especially when Hinako got pretty crazy about being closer to her Oni-chan, and Rino, who literally doesn't have a sense of modesty, especially when there's a male person living in the dormitory, or the Dream Manor. And while Wataru is trying to get his own room, not a room shared with Hinako, he was waiting in the loft on the second floor, and we meet this girl, Kanae, who also happens to be one of our playable characters in the Purino Party game. And well, for now she looks okay, though for some reason she escorted us, or Wataru, into her room, and it usually means that there's something up to no good up her sleeve. So I'm gonna see what she wants with Wataru. Well, if you played the Purino Party game, you know what this character's like. So Wataru's like, "Excuse me."
Hi, ようこそ。ちょっとみんな自由に存在してるけど気にしないで。
Oh, welcome. Let's see. Everyone exists freely little, but please don't worry about it. Seems like. So literally all of her stuff is all over the ground. She has clothes, underwear, bags. There's everything on the ground. So Kanae doesn't really have a sense of modesty as well. And she has a bra floating around. No, but this is quite. And she doesn't seem to mind, which is kind of odd. Oh, looks like she has an Apple MacBook computer. It looks like a 2012 MacBook Pro. Might be a 17-inch, which Apple stopped making a couple years back. So you say continue, say come. Oh no, this is that. I got to see it without thinking. To me confused, Kanae's son is bothering me.
さすが男の子、お目が高い。あれはなかなかいいものよ。
Truly a boy. Your eyes are high. That's pretty good. That's pretty good thing. So is she testing his senses or something? Because that's not something you should do. Why is it okay to go out? Or why is it okay to leave it out?
なぜそこに下着が存在するのかか。なかなか哲学だね。
Why is there underwear? Is it not quite a philosophy? Even if it's difficult to say so, it will not be like that.
まあ、なんと言いますか。掃除する気力はちょっぴりお出かけ中で。
Well, what's that saying? The energy to clean up is going out for a while. Oh, so in other words, I'm too lazy to clean up this mess, and when I'm done with my work, I get too tired to even move an inch to clean up all this mess. Or like this, I have not come back for a while.
今のところ4泊5日の長旅ね。
For now, it's a long trip on the 5th of 4 nights. So it looks like she's been doing work for 4 nights in a row. And now she's coming up to her 5th. Well, please return quickly.
心配しなくてもちゃんと今は履いてるから。
I wear right now, probably even if I don't worry. I wonder if this means that she goes out on a nightly basis and she doesn't have time to organize and just top on anything and be out the door. Why are you smiling like this? The issue's not that.
まあすぐに準備するからその辺に座っておいて。
Ah, yeah, so prepare soon. So sit on the other side. So she's like, okay, why don't you sit over there and I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. So he finds a clean spot to sit down. I want to extend my legs, but I feel like I'm gonna end up touching one of her dirty clothes. Or rather, it's not used. Or after washing. No, for whom you're excusing yourself for, whether it says to intention as it was little impurity, not a hobby, quietly. So then he's questioning, I wonder how many days since it's been that these clothes are actually washed. And being that they're on the ground, that's not a good sign that they're clean. Because clean clothes, you would fold them up and put them in a safe spot, or you would actually hang them up. I was talking about coaching coverage earlier.
そうそう、その準備。ちょっと待ってて。さっき再起動したばかりだからと。
Oh yeah, that preparation. Oh wait a minute. Since I just restarted earlier. Okay, so she goes to her MacBook and she logs into her account. That line of sight has been directed towards here forever. It is a blind touch that's calmly said. So I heard about Kanae writing a story from this or something.
わら、そうなの？改まって言われるとなんだか照れるかな。
Oh, is that so? Should I somewhat shy if I say it again? I really twisted my body like tickling.
ねえねえ、他にはどんなこと聞いてる？
Hey, what else are you asking? Kanae is crawling all the way and is approaching me up close, curiously. And inevitably, my gaze is directed at her body. No, else separately.
嘘ね。その顔色、何か隠してる感じ。
Lie, that completion, feeling something hidden. Is it true just asking people who write funny stories? Is it a novelist?
まあそんなものだけど。面白いね。
Well, that sort of thing, interesting. Hey. Kanae-san? Instead of being satisfied, I was somewhat self-confused smile. Looking at the face, I come with pins somehow. Oh, are you worried about something? I'm sorry, I can't remember what you were saying. I lightly lowered my head, and Kanae stood up with her fingers in her chin and opened her mouth to connect my words.
つい心配になっちゃった？
Are you worried? No.
怒らないから正直に。
I don't get angry, to be honest. I saw that I tried to cover it. They seem great for a person of an elder person. Excuse me.
気にしないって。それよりやっぱり創作関係のことには鋭いのね。
I don't worry about harm. More than that, after all, I'm sharp about my creative relationship. So I'm thinking that she's about as bad as Reno, looking for all sorts of stuff for inspiration on art. Kind of like on what Reno does. And Reno does all sorts of crazy stuff and makes all these jokes. And when Wataru tells her to stop, Reno's like, art relation, it's art. It's me getting ideas to do new artwork.
本当にみんなから聞いてた通りの人ね。
And for her, she writes stories. So I'm giving you ideas on how to proceed on my stories. You really are the people that everyone's talking about. So how do you listen?
あら、先にそれを聞いてたのは私だけど。渡るが答えたら、私も答えてあげる。
Oh, it is myself that I've heard it at first. But if I answer Wataru, I would answer. So I'm still wondering what Ichigo and Hinako have said about Wataru to Kanae.
気になるでしょ？他の人から自分がどんな風に評価されているか。
But would you be interested? How do you evaluate yourself from others? Evaluated? Oh no, so she's getting closer to him. So she's really curious about what Wataru really has compared to what Ichigo and Hinako have said about him. Well, I don't know, but everything that was talked about me was probably a mistake or just exaggeration. And she's literally stimulating him with her body. And she moves even closer to him.
今どんな気持ち？
So how do you feel now? I get it. While tinkering with the keeper with one hand, Kanae asks me, "What is it?"
こんな間近で初対面の年上のお姉さんの胸を見て、どんな気持ち？って。
What kind of feeling do you get when you see big boobs from your older sister? Ah, no, that.
何驚いてるの？バレバレだって。女の子はね、男の子が思う以上に他人の視線には敏感なの。
What astounded you? You know, girls are more sensitive to how others look compared to boys. Yeah, you will learn, study, yes. I'll reply to that word that is not angry like that. However, it seems that interesting. Kanae narrowed her eyes satisfactorily.
その上、渡るくんは視線が素直だからね。せっごく感じちゃった。
Besides, Wataru didn't seem to have a straight line of sight. Are you serious?
視線をだけどね。
Gaze, but hee hee hee. Haha. A smile that looks like fun makes me realize that I'm at mercy. Oh, it's a face that I found good.
ほんと聞いてた通り可愛いリアクションするね。
So I think she's testing his senses. She's like, you seem to have a very cute reaction, so that people have mentioned. What did that Amai-san say, or that principal say?
ごめんさ。さすがお互いのことをよく知ってるのね。
Discernment to find that you know each other as well as expected. I'm not happy about something, but did you say I knew or I had no choice but to know?
さて、それじゃあこのまま取材を続けてもいいかしら。
Well then, let's keep interviewing. More like keep examining you, or keep learning more about you, or keep testing your reactions. Okay, Dr. Kanae. Wait, I thought... Wait, it started?
ええ、実は最初から。
Actually, from the beginning. I'm not surprised that Wataru doesn't know what's going on. It's a feeling rolled with the palm of your hand. Even so, because I have breasts in front of my eyes, I cannot get angry. And whether Kanae understands, it will show me liberally as to how much to say as the material charge. I'll try to think a little about this situation. So what kind of interview is this? I was defeated by curiosity. So now that Kanae brought up the fact that she's interviewing him, it's kind of raised more questions than ideas. So Kanae smiles as the transaction's formed.
ほら、この寮って女ばかりで、男の人って君が初めてでしょ?
Yeah, this is what I've been saying for quite some time. The fact that this is a all-girls dormitory. It's always been girls, and you seem to be the first guy, or you're the first guy that's entered here, and the first guy that's ever lived here.
それで、ちょうど今、お仕事で男の人が出るシーンで悩んでてね。
So now just worry about the scene where a man comes out at work. Did you decide to ask me a lot as I came there in a good timing?
その通り。やっぱり男の子はこういうことの状況把握が早いわよね。
That, and after all, the boy is quick to grasp the situation of those things. No, it is not just a duck onion.
そう警戒しないの。ちゃんと見返りもあるから。
Isn't it so cautious because it isn't collateral perfectly? Collateral. Together, okay, so she's still stimulating him. Chestnut?
そういう素直なところ、嫌いじゃないわ。
Oh, such obedient place. I don't dislike.
あ、顔が赤くなって、吐息も熱くなった。そっか、こんな顔するんだ。
Ah, his face got red. He's getting hotter. Ah, that's right. I have a face like this.
困って戸惑うだけじゃなくて、ほんのちょっぴり期待が混じった男の子の顔。
The boy's face and expectation was in trouble and wasn't just confused, and with which was mingled just a little.
私の知らない顔、とってもゾクゾクするわ。
Even if it gets facial, I don't know, I'm thrilled. Okay, I feel that I have a fever. So fever from too much stress, too much excitement. I didn't know that the temperature of a person will change so much with just a smile.
もっといろいろ取材していい？
Hey, let's continue with an interview, shall we? That's okay, but why did you move up so close?
それは知りたいのはこういうことだから。
That's what I want to know. And that's what I don't want to show you, because we probably know what's going to happen next. Okay, so I just came back, and I skipped quite a lot of the interview scene, because it's not appropriate to be shown here. But if you played Kanae's route in Purino Party, you would probably have an idea of what her interview consisted of. But anyways, let's just continue here. So she's asking him,
ねえ、毒を食らわば皿までって言うじゃない？
Hey, are you going to say that until you get poison you say to the plate? I feel conscious of poisoning.
非日常かつ常習性のある快楽ってもはや毒みたいなものでしょ？
Hoo-hoo is unprecedented and habitual pleasure no longer like poison. I know what I want to say, but
だからもっとお姉さんと気持ちいいことしましょうか。
so she thinks that she can get closer to Wataru now. And she's asking him, so, do you want to be more cheerful with your older sister? So they've already went from calling formal names to calling their first names casually.
沈黙は？
And when she asked him about, so, are you going to be more cheerful to your older sister? Wataru is unable to answer and leaves a silence. Just a little non-verbal reaction.
よくできました。それじゃあ早速。
Which could be improved then, right away. So who's knocking? So the knock shocked both of them. They both jumped up. And as I was thinking about what to do, Kanae tried to cover up by with her underwear.
はーい、どうぞ。
And then she casually, or she just gratefully answers, "Come on in!" And of course Wataru's like, you shouldn't be smiling like this, you know?
失礼します。大阪さん、お兄ちゃんがこちらに。何してるんですか？
Okay. The least expected visitor, Hinako. And she's like, oh, excuse me, Osaka-san? Wait, Oni-chan's here. Oh, wait, what's going on? Uh-oh. And it's certainly become a troublesome issue. Well, how do you explain this in the first place?
妹ちゃん、何してたかって？なんだと思う？ヒントはこれ。
Little sister. What do you want to do? What do you think? Okay, so I'm back once again. So I skipped a part where Hinako was literally demanding a full top-down explanation of what Kanae did to Wataru during the interview. And obviously, Hinako knows what kind of interviews Kanae gives. Especially they've lived together for quite a few years. And I'm pretty sure Kanae did those interviews with Hinako and the other girls as well. And that's based on the description about Kanae from the Purino Party game. And of course Kanae's like, oh well, it wasn't that long, and maybe I could have you for an interview for 5 minutes. Which Hinako strongly declines. And now we're at the part where Wataru's like, factless story. Or have a caring look on your face. It is so rude, so. Or impolite. But somehow, the talk has, digressed. So, do not miss the trend. By the way, is this the kind of interdisciplinary interview covered by Kanae?
やっぱり反応が可愛い子はこうね、ほら、構った上で引き出したくなるじゃない？なんていうのかな。
Yeah, the boy whose reaction is pretty like this. I will want to withdraw it with a clue. I wonder what he's saying. So Kanae thought that she had done the gesture to think for a while, and if she thought she showed it, showing her face and express her.
リアクション、嫌がる姿も最高。もっといじって、我のおかずに。
Okay, so this didn't translate, but I can tell it's like something about reaction, not good, something about tinkering more. How lowest you are. Apologize. Sorry to the poets who named themselves from Kokenwaka.
と言われましても、これが私の芸風ですし。
Well, either way, it's my style. So you're a novelist, are you? What does that mean? So when sending a light of sight to Hinako, my younger sister tilted ahead.
あれ？聞いてませんか？大坂さんのお仕事、小説は小説でも官能小説ですよ。
Oh, you didn't know? Osaka writes love novels, sensual novels. Oh, so that was what the interview was for.
あ、とはいえエロ主体じゃないからね。一般もエロも両方やる。いわばバイセクシャルね。
Oh, because it's not an erotic subject done, is so-called bisexual and both as to speak. No, even if I have a good-looking face there. Iro is broad-minded separately, but I think your coverage method is quite partial. Besides, although the meaning is different, since Korei is a visible trap, it does not crash in.
それで大坂さんはいつも仕事に困ったらコナちゃんで取材をしてるんですよ。
Yeah, Osaka-san often has trouble with some works and often ends up interviewing Konoka. And today I thought I was suddenly caught on the net unexpectedly.
そうかな。私は運よくだと思うけどな。
I don't think so, but I think it's lucky. So Wataru thinks, so I fell in her trap and I got pulled into this interview. Whereas, Kanae thinks, you just won the lottery! There's two different ways of seeing it when you fall into a surprise situation. Please don't look with such meaningful eyes. Anyways, Osaka-san, do not interview Oni-chan without permission from me first. You have to let me give you consent first. Hey, when did you become my manager? I'll talk to you first. Okay, what's next? Hey, now I've heard, but it's your imagination, right? Hinako? Has failed in... Uh-oh. Okay, so, Kanae just gave a pretty strong comment, and it really got on Hinako's nerves, and now it's triggered her. Okay, let me tell you a bit. Uh-oh. This is bad. I'm just gonna take a bath and forget about this. Wait, Wataru! Wait and see. Wait a minute, Osaka-san. Let's talk about what just happened. Wait. It's just the usual coverage. Please, it's not laughing. Wait, what? Wataru, come back here! Okay, so now Hinako's beating Osaka, or Kanae up for, Really, Osaka-san, I said it many times, I told you that even if, Oni-chan comes over, after all, she's... No, if I can show such few reactions, it's just shown reluctantly. So Hinako's like, I told you not to mess with him, and everything has to go through me first, and... So the conversation continues somewhere behind the door. I ignored and closed the door. Especially now they're fighting. But either way, I'm just gonna go wash off all this stuff. So, no, either way, I'm just gonna go... Alright, I'm gonna go take a bath. For time being, I decide to leave the place after having my hands on the door in various ways. Okay, so I came to the bathroom with lots of clothes, and this is also where I'll be stopping the video. And yeah, this video got quite a bit of censors. There's just way too much talk about things that we shouldn't be posting on here. Especially Kanae's special interview, which triggered Hinako. And now there's a fight going on. And now Wataru's here to clean up all the mess that Kanae has done. So I'll see you later. And that's all.